Yes. So started. Yeah. So first we'll do details of breast. Right. So basically, let's form the memory, the major part of that, the production of the male. So memory glands are there. So it's comprising of the connective tissue, then also adipose tissue, and also the muscles, they play their major role. So these are the muscles, and so this is just diagrammatically we can show the presence of the ribs, right? And all these are the muscles, okay? Right. Then and then there is a region in front of that, the front portion of this is representing the area through which the milk comes out when the young one, when the babies, they have to suckle. Okay. So this area, particularly, this area that's known as nipple, right? Then around the nipple in a circular manner, in a circular way, so like this, because this is the side view, so when from the front it's to be seen, then it will look, it means like that. This is the circular way, okay? But side view you will look like this. This area is dark brown in color, and this is also pinkish in color. This is known as areola, right? So between middle of that areola is the position of the nipples, right? Then inside that the breast, that's formed of lobules, near about 15 to 20 lobules are there, and beneath the skin of that, here there is a layer of, here is the layer of fat tissue. So this is the fat tissue. Similarly, that on the lower side too. So this is the fat tissue, presence of that adipose tissue. We can also say adipose tissue, right? And then inside this, near about 15 to 20 lobules are present, which have special type of cells. So how we can show the lobules? Suppose this is one lobule, another lobule. So I may show only this much of the three of the lobules over here, right? Inside the lobules are the cells. These are the cells, alveolar cells. These are known as alveolar cells, and these are secretory in nature. They secrete the milk. So these are the mammary glands. They secrete the milk, right? And from these lobules, the ducts, they arise. So this is one of the duct, right? Similarly, that from this also the ducts, these are known as the smaller one, mammary tubules. This is then mammary duct. I label that just now. So this way, this is, and all they join together like that. This is the area where all these join together, right? And ultimately open in the form of a duct in the nipple. So like that, if I make it more clear, like this, and they open into that. So this is also a small, this is also a duct, right? This one, it's also a duct. Then within that, so again, cutaneous, subcutaneous, fat type tissues and all that, okay? So it's not a connective tissue too present over here. So let me label first this. This is ribs, okay? Then these are muscles, then connective tissue, right? Then this is uh, adipose tissue, or you can say that fat. Okay, deposition of the fat is there, presence of the fat layer in the form of a layer, it is present over here, right? Then this is lobule, okay, mammary lobules, and these lobules further inside that formed of alveolar cells, which are secretory in nature. They secrete the milk, right? From these lobules, these are the small. I have shown you 1, 2, 3, the smaller ducts are there. These are mammary tubules, small, okay? Mammary tubule, right? Then this is joining all these 1, 2, 3, I have shown over here, joining all that. Then this is mammary duct. This is mammary duct, right? Right? So this is mammary duct. So mammary lobe is there, then mammary tubules and mammary duct, and all they join to form this area where all they join. This area is known as ampulla, right? Then this ampulla, that from this ampulla, a duct means that this area is in the shape of a duct, right? This one. This is known as lactiferous duct. Lactiferous duct that opens on the nipple, and the milk comes out through that. So is that clear? Any doubt, Peter? You may ask no problem? Yeah, say yes or no?
No, ma'am.
Okay, right. So
No, ma'am.
once again, beta, just to summarize that, basically that's formed of the lobules. Okay, lobules, they do have the special type of the cell. Alveolar cells are there, which are secretory in nature. They secrete the milk, and from these, the small ducts, mammary tubules first originate. They will join to form the mammary duct. Then all the mammary duct, they open up into the ampulla, and the ampulla through this small duct will open in front of the nipple, right? So this is all about the structure of the breast. So that's all. And now, just a minute, beta. I have to manage. Yeah. So I'm going to rub this. Now, next thing that is, which is a very important part of your chapter, that is the gametogenesis. Now, in detail, we have done about that, the male and the female reproductive system. And for what these male and the female reproductive system, what is the major role of that in the human life? That is the production of the gametes. This is one of that. For the continuation of the life, the production of the gametes is there. And that production of the gametes, that is known as gametogenesis. Gametogenesis. Okay, so we do in detail about that. Gametogenesis takes place in gonads. Now, what are the gonads? The ovaries and testes. Okay, reproductive major organ of that reproductive organ. Ovary and testes. Testes, right? And within these, this is the female and that is the male. And the production of the gamete takes place over here. Gameto means gamete. Genesis means generation of that, production of that. So the gametes are produced. Production of the gametes known as gametogenesis. That takes place in the gonads, right? And this gametogenesis is of two types. We have doing detail about that. One is spermatogenesis, metogenesis, another oogenesis, oogenesis, right? Spermatogenesis means production of sperms. This is production of sperm. Oogenesis means production of ovum. That is oogenesis. So all these two major processes, should I rub that? These processes, yes, they are completed by three. All of the process is complete. That is showing the three major division, right? What are those major division? That is the multiplication part, multiplication, and the second major event, that is growth, right? And the third major event, the third one, maturation, that is maturation. Maturation means that maturity, maturation, right? So first multiplication. First, I'm going to start with that spermatogenesis. Spermatogenesis. This is the production of the sperm. Now, spermatogenesis takes place in the testes, and if you recall back the structure of the testes that is formed of the inner lining of that is seminiferous tubules are there, and the seminiferous tubules, they do have the germinal epithelium. So germinal epithelium, that the cells of that, they keep on dividing to form large number of cells, and those large number of cells in the multiplication process which are formed, those are known as spermatogonia. Suppose this is one cell, cuboidal epithelium, diploid, okay, 46, that is the diploidy, and it will go for mitotic division. How many cells will be formed? 2 cells. Again, they will also be 46, 2n, or you can write on the 2n, diploid, because mitosis is taking place, so no reduction is taking place. Further, when these two cells, they will divide, then equal sized cells will be formed, and large, it means the multiplication is taking place from the one cell, 2 cells. Then from these 2 cells, basically 4 cells, these are formed, right? And these 4 cells, what will be the ploidy of that? Let me know what will be the ploidy, because mitotic divisions are taking place. Yes, one of you tell me. What will be the ploidy, Mankirat? Mankirat, beta, batao. What will be the ploidy? Yes. Yes,
ma'am. May you please repeat that question?
What will be the ploidy?
Ma'am, may you please repeat that question?
Our question is that Here, starting from the one cell, that is the cell of the germinal epithelium, mitosis is taking place. From the one cell, two cells are formed. Further from these two cells, total four cells are formed. What will be the number of the chromosomes in these four cells? Because mitotic divisions are taking place. Yes. What will be the number of the chromosome? Yes.
माइटोटिक मगर माइटोटिक डिवीजन है तो सेम ही रहेंगे इक्वेशनल डिवीजन.
माइटोटिक डिवीजन हो रही है तो नंबर क्या रहेगा? सेम के डिफरेंट होगा, ये बताओ.
मैम सेम रहेगा क्योंकि इक्वेशनल डिवीजन.
Same. Good, good. Okay, it means 46 in all the cases. So what has taken place over here? The first event, that is multiplication. So multiplication has taken place and all the cells which are formed, they will be of equal size and all these are known as spermatogonia. Spermatogonia, right? Spermatogonia are formed. Now, the next stage, that is, or the event, basic event in the spermatogenesis, that is the growth. Growth will take place. Growth means that differentiation of the cells, some of the cells from these spermatogonia. Spermatogonia, they are diploid cells. And again, in the growth process too, in the growth, this is the growth. Out of these spermatogonia, differentiation. Suppose I show over here one differentiated big sized cell, right? Differentiated big sized cell out of all these. It's to be named. That is the growth process. Okay? Differentiation of that. Then this is known as primary spermatocyte, right? This is primary spermatocyte. Now, in the primary spermatocyte, now the meiosis will take place. And you know that for the formation of the gametes, the meiotic division takes place, meiosis takes place to reduce the number of the chromosome. So as to maintain the same number of the chromosome generation after generation, gametes are always haploid. So how haploid thing comes out? So that is through the meiosis process. So primary spermatocyte will undergo meiosis 1. Meiosis, it will undergo meiosis. And you know that meiosis is completed in two stages, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2, right? So when meiosis 1 will take place, that will result in the formation of the two cells, right? Two cells will be formed. And these two cells, now what is the ploidy? This is again here, that is 2n or 46. In the meiosis 1, the number of the chromosome that is reduced to half. It means here 23 chromosome will be there. 1n. What is the ploidy? That is 1n, right? But two cells are formed. No doubt the number is reduced. But in terms of the genetic material, these cells which are formed by the primary spermatocyte, still they have the double the amount of genetic material. Means that each chromosome is formed of two chromatids. So reduction in the genetic material further is to take place, and that will take place by undergoing the meiosis 2. Okay? This is meiosis 1, meiotic division 1, then meiotic division 2, meiosis 2 will take place, right? And these two cells which are formed, they are named as a secondary spermatocyte. ये क्या था? Primary. This is secondary spermatocyte, right? And now when it will undergo secondary spermatocyte, will undergo meiosis 2, then four cells will be formed. And these four cells, out of this 2, 2, 2 and 2, total four cells are there. And as a result, and these four cells, they will have the same number of chromosome, because ploidy has reduced over here. That has from 46, 23 chromosomes are there. 23, all they have half the number of the chromosomes. Yeah. So these 4 cells which come into existence as a result of the meiosis II, that is known as spermatids. These are known as spermatids, right? Now these spermatids, they will change the shape of that. The form of the spermatid is changed, and that form is changed. And now I think it won't be visible to you. So should I use? Is that visible up to this? Yes. Let me know.
No, ma'am.
Is that visible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it visible now? Okay. So just for 1 minute, I'll keep the I'll keep your position like this. So spermatids, they'll be getting converted into tailed structures like that. Okay, this is. But division is not taking place, nothing, only form is taking place, right? Form. And now these tailed structure, they are known as spermatozoa. Spermatozoa. Zoa term is related to mobility. They are able to move. So that's why they have the tail. We'll do in detail the structure of that too. So from the spermatid, spermatozoa are formed. And this process of formation of the spermatids from the spermatozoa, from the spermatid, that is known as spermiogenesis, right? Spermiogenesis. Now these spermatozoa, they are present in the seminiferous tubules embedded in the Sertoli cells, and you know the function of the Sertoli cells. They are giving the nourishment to that, and then they will be released from the seminiferous tubules. Okay, and the release of the spermatozoa from the seminiferous tubule, that is known as spermiation. Spermiation. So these are very important terms, right? So what is spermiogenesis and spermiation? So spermatogenesis, formation of the spermatids. Spermatids will be there, but these are not morphologically mature structures. Mature structures are the spermatozoa, and then again a process, spermiogenesis, takes place in order to change the configuration of that. So in this way, from one cell, this is the one cell, we started with that. From one cell, first with the multiplication, number of spermatogonia are formed. Then spermatogonia, few spermatogonia, they become big in size. That is primary spermatocyte. Then primary spermatocyte undergoes meiosis, and that results in the formation of the 2 cells, and that is secondary spermatocyte with the reduction in number of chromosomes. Then further, the meiosis is completed, the second division takes place over here, and that results in the formation of the 4 cells with the same number of chromosomes, like that of the secondary spermatocytes, and these are known as spermatids, right? So, any doubt? Okay? Yes, Peter, let me know.
Ma'am, please tell spermiation again.
Yeah?
हम spermiation एक और बारी बता दो.
Spermiation, beta?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. In the seminiferous tubules, where they are present? Testes में होती है ना seminiferous tubules.
Yes, ma'am.
And those seminiferous tubules, they are lined by germinal epithelium. So all of this process takes place over there. Sperms are formed, spermatozoa are formed. And if you recall the structure of the those seminiferous tubules, there are long elongated Sertoli cells. And these spermatozoa, they are embedded in the Sertoli cell. And when these cells, they come out, they are released from the seminiferous tubule. That release is known as permeation, and conversion of the spermatids into tailed structure, that is known as spermiogenesis. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay, right. So now we proceed to, so the next process, that is oogenesis. Sorry, beta, two processes, and third this one where the meiosis has taken place. This the basic event, the third basic event, that is maturation, right? The cells, they mature, they turn into spermatozoa by maturation. The third event of spermatogenesis. Yeah. Now next, the gametogenesis, next category of the gametogenesis, and that is the oogenesis. Oogenesis, that takes place in the ovaries. And there are certain basic differences between spermatogenesis and oogenesis, which you need to be very much clear about those, right? As this process, spermatogenesis, this spermatogenesis starts at puberty, right? But the oogenesis process starts in the fetal development of the fetus itself. That starts over there. Oogenesis. Oogenesis. Oogenesis means production of ooted, production of ovum. That is the oogenesis. Oogenesis, generation of that. Okay. So it's taking place in the ovary. Yesterday we have done in detail about the structure of the ovary, and I told you about that. There are the primary follicles, secondary follicles, tertiary follicles. Tertiary follicles, they mature into Graafian follicles. Okay. And those Graafian follicles, they rupture to release the ovum. Then whatever is left, that's degenerated to form the corpus luteum. So now let me see that how this oogenesis takes place in the ovary. Again, from the germinal epithelium, the cells, they multiply, and first multiplication takes place, multiplication. And in the multiplication, the cells, they will multiply from 1, 2 cells, then from the 2 cells, 4 cells, like this. Okay. So what's the, again, the mode of the division over here? That is mitosis, right? Again here the ploidy, 2n, 46 number. It means all these cells which are formed, which are known as the oogonia. Oogonia means plural. Oogonium is the singular. Oogonia, they will have 46 number of chromosomes because mitosis has taken place for the multiplication of the cell. Now, when the female takes the birth, then at that time, then millions of oogonia are present in the ovary. Then afterwards, no oogonia are added up in that. This is a major difference because all these changes, they are taking place at the time of the development of the fetus itself in the females, while spermatogenesis starts at puberty in the males. So this is a major difference. This oogonia, again, then the growth phase is there, and one of the oogonium that differentiates, become big in size, and now what should I name that? Again, like that of an primary spermatocyte, this is known as primary oocyte. Oocyte, right? Yesterday also I referred primary oocyte, and then this primary oocyte that has a layer of follicular cells around that. And what was that known as? What was that known as? Primary follicle. That was known as primary follicle. Okay. So now here we are only referring to the main cell of those follicles. What happens to that for the formation of the gamete? So primary oocyte is formed as a result of this growth, right? That differentiates. Then this growth period, this will then, after that, maturation is there, maturation. Okay. So after the differentiation, then the oogonia, mitosis in the fetal stages, that will be there. Then At the time of the birth, the primary oocyte will be there. This growth period is very, very long. Birth, childhood, right? And then we can say that the next, the puberty age is there, okay? So childhood and then the puberty, up to this puberty, the slow changes taking place. The primary oocyte will undergo meiosis 1, right? Meiosis 1. And it will be arrested at prophase 1 stage. इसके आगे नहीं जाएगा, ठीक है? स्टार्ट हो गया प्रोफेज 1, दैट हैज स्टार्ट हो गया प्रोफेज 1, पर वो अरेस्ट हो गया, आगे नहीं और होगा, ठीक है? सो एट द टाइम ऑफ बर्थ ये था, चाइल्डहुड में प्यूबर्टी तक ये चला गया, ठीक है? देन व्हाट हैपेंस दैट आफ्टरवर्ड दिस प्राइमरी oocyte that will be meiosis 1 के बाद it will be getting converted into two cells. One is small in size, one is big in size. That is secondary. This is secondary oocyte. Right? This secondary oocyte, meiosis 1, prophase 1. This secondary oocyte, it will have, this is 2n, 46, ploidy, then 40, then this will also be, this will be having 46, it will be having 23, okay? Then before ovulation means in the before ovulation, ओवा रिलीज होने से पहले, ठीक है? at the age of puberty, so still that's there, ये puberty यहाँ तक की है, ठीक है? puberty, this secondary oocyte will undergo another division to form this one. This is primary से secondary, right? This will form the ovum or ooted, we can say that, and one more cell is formed. Here, as a result of this division, 2 cells were formed, secondary oocyte and one small cell, that is known as first polar body. Then secondary oocyte, when it will undergo division, 2 cells will be formed. One again big in size, another small. This is known as second polar body, right? So there. Now the secondary oocyte जो है, this secondary oocyte which is formed, this secondary oocyte is in the stage of, now meiosis 2 यहाँ पे होना है, but metaphase 2, only up to this metaphase 2 तक division होगी. जब secondary oocyte में division हो रही है meiosis 2, right? And in the secondary oocyte stage, this secondary oocyte that is present in the tertiary follicle, ये tertiary follicles में, ठीक है? And वो tertiary follicle में फिर meiosis 2 हुआ, right? In the secondary oocyte, then that is converted into the ooted, but वो stage पूरा perfect नहीं अभी form हुआ, पूरी division नहीं हुई है. Then meiosis 2 हुआ है, पर metaphase second तक हुआ है, and that